Back to another Million Lords video. I am just going to be covering the new update, not really going over the patch notes or anything, but more of a visual thing, because I know they said it was only released for Diamond League, so I wanted to kind of give everyone that's not in Diamond League or hasn't logged in yet just a visual and what I've kind of noticed this season. So I logged on and I was doing a couple attacks. But let me actually reload and I'll show you guys the loading screen real quick. So they changed it to be a bit more of where you can see what the 3D looks like. It's a bit more basic than the last one, but do not hate it completely. And I've just been suiciding into temples. Now, what I thought was interesting is, let's see if I can find the exact one. Lose, that's not it. That is not it either. Where is it? Okay, for some reason I can't find it. Okay, this is what I found interesting. They said there would be a difference for like where it shows troop versus KP. And I'm suiciding into this temple, and this guy has nearly 10 times the amount of troops that I have at the same KP, and yet I still just get 100% experience. I don't get like 150% or 200%, even though he has nearly 10 times the troops that I have. So I don't know what percentage I guess I got that somehow. I don't know what percentage the troops factor in, like in terms of military might, but that's interesting for me. I also, such a scout, yeah. I also noticed I didn't get all the chests because before it was every 10 levels you'd get a chest, but I only got 2 chests so far out of 40 levels. So I don't know if they made it even more like pay to win by making the chests every 20 levels instead of 10, but it might also be a visual thing on my side. I've had a few visual glitches as well, like it showing double my salvager and showing that I had 0 troops where I had to just reload the game, whatever. But what I did want to show is this is fully zoomed out. Like before when you fully zoomed out, you're able to view like 4 islands. But now when you're fully zoomed out, you can't even view a full 1 island. And so everything is a lot more zoomed in. And I think this is kind of to show the graphics that they implemented. Obviously you have the clouds above where if you move, then the shadow kind of will go away from it. And you can kind of see as well when you move away from a mountain, it kind of peaks out a bit more. So definitely more of a 3D aspect to that. All the cities, of course, they're level 1 and whatnot. I feel like temples should be a bit bigger, but all the cities seem kind of small, even when you zoom in. Actually, let me see. You can zoom in quite far now, though. And, of course, as they mentioned in the live stream, there's bridges now in between instead of, let me just send that out. Okay, 200. Yeah, so there's bridges now in between the islands instead of it just connecting here. What I am not a fan of is that they still made it jut out so much on each side. I feel like they should have cut it off like here and then made the bridge longer. But I guess it makes space for more cities. I don't know. Another thing is the islands seem to be, well, I guess because it is zoomed in more, it might be perspective. But I was going to say it kind of is seeming like the cities are further apart in general, but it might just be my perspective because I'm still getting used to where like how everything looks. Obviously, it's annoying because if you are looking for temples like to jump to, whatever, you have to scroll so much further everywhere to find one. So that's going to be a bit annoying for me, at least. I also, let's see, I still get my 5 neutral cities around. I haven't noticed any changes. The events are still in the same order, it seems. Clans look pretty much the same. I do kind of want to level to level 50 to see if it gives me a chest on video, because it should be giving it every 10. So let's see, that's 2. I'll send that out again. I don't know how this guy's leveling so quickly. He's probably sending out as well, because it's double experience every time I hit him. But I also don't have a striker temple right now, so that probably is part of it. And I was hitting this guy, but it wasn't always 200% experience. So everything, and let's look around at the different islands now. So this one normally be like sand, whatever. It's pretty much the same color. I'm a bit surprised they didn't add any texture to the, oh wait, they did. You just have to zoom in. So you do have to zoom in to show the texture of the ground, which is interesting. And you could see the shadows like even on the plants or foliage and whatnot. But once you zoom out to where you see the clouds, or even just zoom out a little bit, and it stops showing that. But oh, the most annoying part of this whole update for me is they fucking removed the eyeball that I've always had for the icon. They removed it. For some reason, they kept everything else, but they removed the eyeball. Or it wasn't an eyeball, it was like an eye. And I had like an eyelid and whatnot. But it's like they kept everything else, but they removed the eye. This isn't, so now I have to figure out what I want to change it to, but I've had that for like a year now, at least. You see it on all my videos. So that was the most annoying part of it for me. They did fix the Wi-Fi thing, so you can log on normal Wi-Fi now. Okay, 45. Am I leveling slower than I normally would? Oh, he's spec to guard, that's why. So I'm not killing as many troops. Yeah, I'm gonna stop focusing on that because that guy sucks ass. All right, cool. All right, so up in the tundra, frozen tundra plains, zooming in. I do wonder, it almost seems like there's a lot more structure now. So like travel time is probably gonna be longer for a lot of people. And let's see if it's different. Okay, so right now, I think it's pretty even between, like different islands has around the same terrain. Might be a bit more hilly. But yeah, obviously more pine trees for this one, more like evergreens. This one is just more like birch trees or whatever that would be, just generic. And this one's a bit of a mix of both, it seems. I wonder if this one was like, oh wait, that's the same fucking island. The same type of island. Let's see what type of foliage. Yeah, here it's more like palm trees, I guess. Palm trees. I would have expect to see like cacti. Maybe those are cacti. Oh, you can actually, that's interesting. So as you tap on it, it actually zooms in for some reason. I don't know what the purpose of that is. And you can do that to everything, apparently. You can't do it to the hills, but you can do it to like the skeletons, the trees. So I don't know what value that has, but it is interesting. That's weird. So if you tap next to it, it actually pulls the water straight from the ground, so you can see underneath it. That's weird to me. I don't know how that all works, but maybe it's just they need to work on that mechanic a bit. 47. I did want to reach level 50. I might just skip ahead to reach level 50 so you guys can see that I... Okay, cool. See if I get to level 50. And it doesn't give me a chest, which would be annoying. But we'll see. Recruiter seems the same. Yeah, everything else seems pretty similar. Let's see. Troop icon seems the same. I don't know if the little, I'm pretty sure that little like troop hut at the bottom wasn't there before. I don't know why it moved. 12 troops. Yeah, I'm still low KP. So that's interesting for now. Let's see. This island definitely seems to be filling up a bit. I might have to rotate over to the... I don't know. I'll figure out where I'm going later. But hopefully after this, I will level up, because this is 200% experience. Yes, cool. No, I'll still need to send another attack or two. So I'll probably speed this up for you guys, so you can see if it actually is giving me my chest. Yeah, so obviously when you zoom out, it does show your kingdom points, city count, and your troops. So if you're sharing like a screenshot of your like area, I guess you could say, and you don't want to share with people that you also have troops, or like how many troops you have, then that's something to keep in mind now that it shows your troops and your city count, because obviously if they have more troops, then it can exploit that information. Trying to see if there's anything else I noticed. I'll say when you zoom in, the cities look good, but like zoomed out, they kind of look like shit. And I hope with higher levels they'll look a bit better. I assume they will, because they'll get. I really wonder how much larger they'll get. Let's see. There's a little 50 something over here. So that's interesting, because the level 1. Where's another one of the Lord Garin? The level 1 cities look pretty similar. You're not like in size at least to level 57. So I wonder how much different it'll change for the 75 and 100 city change, but we'll see for that. I was hoping, because it almost seems like the cities are more spread out a little bit, visually at least, because of how zoomed in it is. I was hoping they would get a lot bigger for like level 50, 75, and 100 mark, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Jesus Christ, so close. So close to leveling on that. I do like the animation, like when you're going by the windmills and whatever, and the water. It's actually moving. I don't know, maybe it was moving before, but it wasn't. But I didn't notice it. I feel like they could make the clouds move a little bit as well. Even like if it's slowly, and even if they're just like rotating on the island, they could make them move. Oh, there's even like dust clouds, I guess, which I didn't notice earlier. So kind of in the sand, like hotter island, there's kind of like a dust cloud that you can see moving around. And let's follow this. So it does kind of dissipate as well. So let's see if we can find that. Yeah, so it lasts for, I don't know, 5 seconds, and then it kind of dissipates. So that's interesting. That actually looks really good, not gonna lie. Let me check for animations like that on the other islands. I'm not seeing any. Oh, there is snowflakes. Yeah, so there's snowflakes on the ice island now. And those kind of just float around. It's not like they disappear. Oh, they do kind of fade away, it seems. Interesting. But I'm not seeing anything for the... All right, cool. I did get a third chest. All right, cool. So maybe it was just that one that I missed out on, which is fine. I'm not seeing any animations for the just generic like green, more lush island once you zoom in. But I guess maybe it's the windmills that you kind of see. So the green has windmills. They all have clouds. The green has windmills though. The like ice tundra has snowflakes, and the I don't know, desert has these like dust clouds that kind of, and when you zoom in, the dust clouds kind of spread out as well. And I think as long as you're continuing to, maybe not. I was gonna say, as long as you continue to like move your screen around, the dust clouds stay, but they still dissipate. Yeah, so that's interesting. Different visual for sure. Everything's kind of the same. When you're going to attack, it does still show the same screen pretty much. I want to see if it gives an accurate, let me scout that real quick. And the scout report says 88. I want to see if it gives an accurate assessment now. It says 74, so no, it doesn't. Okay. Still not accurate in that aspect. Which nothing changed for that then. That's the same. But yeah, you kind of get a little barrier around your home base, that little blue thing. I guess if you're holding a whole area, it'll all be blue. I don't know if there's any added benefits to having a bigger area that's all connected, but I guess we'll see that later. Obviously, the main has a barrier around it with shields, and you can't attack main cities. So that looks pretty good. Let's see. Yep. I do almost wish you could like zoom in and then pivot so you could look to your right and whatever, but that would probably be too complicated. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take some getting used to for sure, the new update, but I don't hate it. I mean, obviously it seems to function the same. As far as I can tell. And suiciding into temples for levels still seems to work as well. Might as well send a march while I'm at it. It is interesting. I definitely thought the experience would be different because, like, as I was showing earlier, it is interesting that even if someone's like near 10 times your troop count with the same KP, it's still 1 times experience instead of more. I thought it would factor in a bit more than that. So it doesn't really seem like that'll change much at all. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Just wanted to give more of a visual update. Haven't gone over the patch notes. But yeah, I don't hate it. I don't necessarily love it yet. I think it'll take some getting used to. Definitely nice to have a little bit of a difference. I don't like that you can't zoom out as far and that it shows your. Actually, I do like that it shows your troop count and cities and whatnot. I wonder if you can tap those though. No, you can't tap them to get you anywhere. Okay. Interesting. Is that a visual thing? Yeah, so there's a bit of, like, you see the city here, it shows the pirate ship, but then when you zoom in, it doesn't. So I wonder if that's a visual glitch as well. And same with these, it shows the Easter egg skin, and when you zoom in, it doesn't. So I wonder if it just shows higher versions when you zoom out because they get bigger. So let me see. Mine would probably show the Dwarf Forge. Yeah, I really don't like how the Dwarf Forge looks with this new update. Not gonna lie, I really don't like it at all. The generic skins almost look better, like the free skins you get when you load the game. But it is what it is. Maybe it'll look better when it's higher level. So, all right, yeah, I'll end it there. I don't want to drag on. See you guys next time. Have a good season. Hope there's not horrible glitches for you. I'll be posting a end of season pretty intense battle that I had later today.